For Belly Up, it is New Year's Eve. Let's get a buzz on tonight.
It is the final Belly Up 2023, and the final Belly Up for the Vikings kick the shit out of the Packers tonight.
We are going to kick the shit out of the Packers. During the post game, it is going to be damn fun. It is going to be fantastic. We got a lot of people in the house. Davey. I'm going to miss everybody. Micro Mike is in the house. Always good to see him. Micro Mike, I'm glad that you're still watching the game of football after that debacle last night. You guys absolutely got hosed.
Yeah.
Much as I didn't want the Lions to play for anything, but that was brutal, man. I felt for you, and I was watching your show, and all your emotions were correct.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I didn't watch it. I couldn't imagine how angry he was. I'm sure his eyes must have popped out of his head.
No, he's pissed.
Dick probably fell off, but hopefully, as he talks with us purple folks, he feels a little bit better. Maybe this will be enough to turn him into a Vikings fan. I don't know.
I know we're going to talk Vikings here. We're not going to talk too much Lions, but I got to say, Micro Mike, if you're here, like Dan Campbell, after 2 times, kick the fucking extra point. Kick the extra point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesus, man, I would be driving me. Some would say bonkers.
Yeah, and he had to play out. I mean, you got to appreciate the fact he wants to go for the win, but yeah, why do you not kick the extra point all those other times?
Even from the 7-yard line, he didn't care. He's still going for it.
I don't know. Damn Lions, whatever.
We might next week. It sounds like that game might actually mean something, but let's talk Vikings Packers. Could there be anything better to bring in the year than the Minnesota Vikings beating the freaking Packers?
And not just beating the Packers, destroying the Packers. Let's not make this.
I'll take beating. Destroying would be nice.
Pile it on. I want to beat the shit out of them. They're dinged up. We're dinged up. This is no one's roster that we foresaw as the season came out, like week 17, New Year's. We're gonna have these guys going against. No, these are backups of backups. Yeah, we still got some stars. Justin Jefferson's still healthy, but Ty Chandler, you running that rock for us tonight, hot and heavy. Can't wait to see it.
I hope so. Alexander Madison. Maybe this is going to be a sneaky game where we just see a shit ton of Madison for some reason. The biggest thing, let's talk about the good news. Jordan Addison is active.
Yeah.
Mekhi Blackman is active. We'll go over the inactives, but that is big time. That is absolutely huge. Jordan Addison out there with Justin Jefferson, especially with no Hawkinson. Hot damn.
Yeah, receivers got to step up big in this one, and they will. You're looking at who's the tight end going to be? Josh Oliver, Johnny Munt. Johnny freaking Munt might have a career game tonight. I think he'll get involved in the passing game a little bit. And you know what?
Career game. What's that?
It's like 4 for 40. He'll be like 4 for 40.
Sounds like a good game to me.
A career game. Hell yeah. So I'm excited to see it. I can't wait. And then obviously Jaren Hall, the rookie, start his second start of the year. The first one was cut very, very short. So Jaren Hall, expectations. What is he going to do against this really, really bad Packers defense?
Horrible Packer defense. And I got to be honest, as the game gets closer and closer, what's the actual game start? Is it 7:15 or is it 7? What is it?
7:20? I think it's 7:20.
As we get closer and closer to kickoff, my expectations continue to grow and grow and grow to the point where they're starting to get unrealistic. I want 7 touchdowns from him. I want 1,000 yards, no interceptions, and probably 100 on the ground.
No, she's talking just for Jaren. Yeah, Jaren Hall. I don't know. We always do this to ourselves every single week. Like, this is going to be the week the Vikings blow a team out. This is so-and-so is going to do this. And I feel like more times than not, we've been let down. So hopefully Jaren Hall has a worst case, efficient game, a clean game where he's not losing us the game.
We'll see. But let's talk inactives for the Vikings. I had them up.
I got them right here.
All right. Rattle them.
Cornerback.
Also, hey, we got to mention Seattle did just lose. So playoffs are in our hands. We went out. Micro Mike, give us a gift next week. First, we got to beat the Packers, but it's back in our hands. We control our destiny. Thank you, Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you, Mason Rudolph. Thank you, Najee. They were just absolutely running all over those guys.
They were. So, all right, Vikings inactives. Cornerback Byron Murphy Jr., no surprise there. Josh Dobbs is your emergency quarterback today. Safety Theo Jackson. T-Bass, his favorite player, is inactive today. Guard Chris Reed inactive. Tackle Hakeem Adeniji. Receiver Jalen Naylor. And defensive lineman Jacqueline Roy, all inactive. Let me see if there's anything below the logo. No, so what does this tell you? This tells you our boy Nick Muse is playing today. Lewisine is apparently active as well. So some guys who are usually on the inactive list getting a shot tonight against the Packers.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think TJ Smith is active. I think Nick Vigil's active. Anthony Barr is active. There's a lot of guys, which clearly, going back to our injury issues, there's a lot of dudes inactive or active that maybe shouldn't be. So not great.
Not great. And the Packers ones are not listed on the Vikings one. Let's see if their site has it.
Micro Mike, you're right. The Lions do have a shot at that 2 seed, which will give them a couple home games. Lions are going to want those home games so damn bad. They're going to come out pissed off after last week. They're going to come out feisty. Yep. I hate everything about it. But anyways, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the next week. But yeah, you might not want to be the team playing the Lions after that game the following week. Or
maybe they blew their load last. Maybe they're so. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey Gunner, how are you? So Packers inactives: receiver Christian Watson, receiver Dontavian Wicks, who's been pretty hot lately. Linebacker Brenton Cox Jr., my favorite players from the draft last year. Linebacker Devondre Campbell, tackle Caleb Jones, and obviously we know Jared Alexander is suspended, and Eric Stokes has recently been placed in injured reserve. So very depleted secondary for these Packers.
Yeah, if you guys could do us a favor, hit that like button real quick. I mean, we're at 69 viewers. Hit that like. We're only at 10. Hit that thing. Helps us out. Doer. So did you say Wicks is inactive for the Packers?
Yep.
Is he hurt? I guess I
didn't. Yeah, he had something going on a foot or leg or something.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And I said earlier in one of these pregame shows that we did, Jordan Love without Christian Watson. I mean, that's when Christian Watson's in there, he's actually a pretty damn good quarterback. Without him, it's a whole different story.
Actually, he's had some good games without him.
But so, I mean, it's way different though. Like the confidence is there. It seems like ball placement's there. It just seems like that is his guy, and everything else just goes smooth when Christian Watson's in there.
Yeah, I think sometimes they do better without Watson because then they throw to receivers who can catch the ball.
Ouch.
Watson can eat me where I go potty.
Your butt?
Yeah.
Your butt. So Packers got some key injuries. Vikings, obviously, it's good to have Mekhi Blackman active. I was very, very horrified if we're not going to be without Murphy and Blackman for this one. So that to me is a huge relief.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Packers will get theirs in the air. Jordan Love, I mean, I don't think he's the second coming. I don't think he's the next. I don't think anybody does at this point. But he's had some very good games, and I think he still will get his in the air tonight. They're going to put up some. They're going to put up some points. I mean, luckily we'll continue to talk about their shitty defense, but I think Love will have a pretty good game. I mean, granted, maybe Danielle Hunter will finally explode and get 3 sacks or get in his head early. He did not have a good game the first time we played him, but I'm expecting a good game from Love.
Well, I also think this needs to be a comeback. This needs to be a comeback game for Brian Flores' defense, a kind of a return to form. A horrible fourth quarter against the Bengals, carried over into the Lions game where we just couldn't stop anybody. The tackling was fucking atrocious last week. Let's not forget how bad that was. So this defense needs to come pissed off, fired up, and Brian Flores needs to get this group going and confuse Love, do something, hit them early. Early turnover would be huge in this one. This defense needs to bounce back, and because they've been asked the last 5 quarters.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to how many points we put on the board. I mean, obviously, but Jaron Hall. I mean, Jaron Hall. Like, I'm very curious to see how they're going to use him. I mean, I know in our other live, it's like I hope they just take the training wheels off of him and just let him do his thing. I mean, we got Justin Jefferson. Don't throw it 3 times to Johnny Munt in the first 6 plays. I mean, let's keep the foot on the gas here.
Yeah, and I also want him to roll out. Like, do what's going to be best for what he can do. He can run, so let him, roll him right, roll him left, make it easy, give him some easy reads. Don't drop him back and make him go through 5 progressions like he tried to do with Josh Dobbs after he
through 5 progressions. He's going to get sacked.
He will get sacked a lot of the time if he's
very 5 aggressive progressions.
Probably be inserted upon. So yeah, make it easy, simplify it. But also I don't think KOC is he's gonna call this game the way he always calls it. So I'm expecting a lot of crossers. I'm expecting Justin Jefferson to be involved heavily in this thing. So I think he's going to have a damn good game. I really do.
I'm curious. I'm as far as when it comes to the run game. Last week, I think we ran it 10 times.
Yeah.
Packers. I mean, they gave up yards on the ground. Are they going to try to take advantage of that early? Are they going to continue to say, screw it, we're never going to run the ball again like we do pretty much every single week? This could be a game. Ty Chandler gets going. I mean, I hope they come out running the ball.
I do too. And you mentioned earlier, I mean, how much is this going to be Alexander Madison? How much is it going to be Ty Chandler? I know Chandler didn't do much last week. Only 10 carries. I know. So I'm afraid that KOC is going to go back to Madison because that's his, his nookie, comfy, blanky thing that he loves. I would rather see Ty Chandler get the majority of the workload. I hope he does, but I just don't trust KOC to do that.
No, I think everybody hopes that. I think everybody hopes that very much, very much. You're scared of that. I'm scared I might have a hangover tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I won't.
Wow.
Might feel great.
Yeah, I mean, again, Justin Jefferson owning the Packers. What are we expecting for him tonight, even with a rookie quarterback?
100 yards.
How much?
180.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm expecting $150 plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's prime time. I think he absolutely goes off tonight. Who is even going to be covering him tonight? I don't even know who the Packers have back there.
Nobody's going to be covering him.
Point. It should just be. I mean, it should be a huge game for Justin Jefferson.
Even if they
assuming Hall can get him the ball,
even if they had Alexander and Stokes active, it wouldn't matter. Like Alexander's had a shitty ass year. Stokes is not good. So like that doesn't even like Packers fans can't come back and like, oh, our corners were out. It's like it doesn't matter. You guys are horrible.
Half our fucking team is out, so I don't even want to hear any of that shit. So yeah, and this team, Vikings are used to playing with backups, so I'm not worried about it. This is our fourth quarterback. He's been there once before. Jaron Hall, he's gonna make people realize how damn good he is tonight.
I'm so excited and nervous and scared for Jaron Hall. I don't know what I mean. There's no other options. He's our last option for the year. He needs to come out and do what he should do against a very bad defense. Like, I mean, look what Bryce Young did last week.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. I mean, he doesn't need to replicate those numbers, but don't turn the ball over. Scared.
Yeah, Bryce Young threw for like 300 against the Packers, and then
no interceptions.
They just got shut out by the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that just tells you how bad Packers defense is.
Yes.
0 points.
They Joe Barry's defense, they love to give up over the middle. They like to give you the kind of short stuff, and then you make shit happen. They play very loosely. I'm saying a lot of trigger words for Lepicus right now. I'm getting very excited. But get the ball to Justin Jefferson across the middle. Let him do things after he gets the ball in his hands because he's going to do it. Jordan Addison, same thing. Maybe this is a game for KJ Osborne, but we don't have to just absolutely stretch the field. I mean, dink and dunk, and we're going to get plays. We're going to get yards.
Yeah, let the yak go. Let Justin Jefferson get his yak because you don't have to take shots. No, 15 yards and then let him run. So
it's New Year's. Is anybody in the comments going to take any shots tonight?
Really?
I'd love to hear it. I won't. I'll piss my pants.
I know you will. I'm not a big shot guy either, but I've been known to tip a few back.
You mentioned the defense getting going. Danielle Hunter, this is your moment. 15.5 sacks. Let's be at like 17 before the game's over.
And let's call another guy that we did give a little heat to last week. Harrison Smith. This may be his last home game as a Minnesota Viking.
You watch your damn mouth.
It's the truth of it. So I think
mouth out with soap.
We should at least recognize this could be. He needs to make a fucking play. He needs to make a fucking play. He hasn't done shit since about week 6. Harrison Smith.
That's a little much.
Do something tonight. Make a big ass play. Be classic hitman, which could be your final game as Minnesota Viking in Minnesota.
All right. That's too soon.
I'm sorry. The truth hurts, but it very well could.
He does some things that don't show up on the stat sheet and don't show up on the plays.
Fine. I want him to make the play.
There's a reason
up in the stat sheet.
There's a reason Cam Bynum is having a big year too, and that has a lot to do with Harrison Smith. He does a lot of things behind the scenes, but you're right. Harrison Smith, show up, pull out that big old hog ears, and put everybody in the ground.
And you mentioned Danielle Hunter, but across from Danielle Hunter now, no DJ Wanham tonight. Can Pat Jones do it again? Is it
Patty
Andre
to you,
Carter?
Patty.
Anthony Barr? I mean, who's going to be over there opposite Danielle Hunter?
Anthony Barr gets a sack tonight. We're both going to shotgun 3 beers on the post game.
Be fantastic.
Anthony Barr gets a sack. Can you imagine him just taking down Jordan Love? All the Packers fans would be having all this,
and he gets hurt.
Thinking back to the play.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of questions on this Vikings defense too. I mean, who's going to step up? Who's going to make the plays? Ivan Pace, Jordan Hicks, that rotation. I mean, they had some plays last week, but again, to me, the big issue last week was just the tackling was fucking horseshit. So you got to correct that. You got to take these guys down when you got a chance. Way too many missed tackles last week.
Take them down. Do not let Aaron Jones get going. None of this 5-6 yards of carry. Do not let them get the run game going. They get the run game going, I'm going to get real nervous. Last week, Aaron Jones, 120 on the ground. Looked like Aaron Jones of like 4 years ago. The guy looked unstoppable. We can't let that go on. Horrible Harry has got to get his shit going.
He does. And then don't forget
Adam,
AJ
good
Dillon.
to see you, buddy. We haven't seen you in a while.
I saw that good-looking son of a bitch earlier in the comments.
Rascal.
He is a rascal. Again, that was his Coles ad for the fall season this year.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't used, but it's a backup.
Yeah. So defensively, you mentioned Harrison Phillips. Yeah, I mean, you got to stuff this front. AJ Dillon, another guy who's had some success against the Vikings. He's a load to take down. You got to wrap him up, hit him low because he has got freaking sequoias for legs.
AJ Dillon can eat it. I don't think he's gonna do shit.
Oh my God!
Jesus, that's a big hog right there. Viking Funeral in the house.
What a guy! What a guy!
Viking Funeral. How many Miller Lights have you had so far? That's what I want to know.
I don't think he drinks.
No, I do. I think he's had. I'm going to say he's had 4.5 tall boys. Viking Funeral, greatly appreciated as always.
Absolutely. Viking Funeral, fantastic. Yeah. So let's see what else to talk about in this game. O-line is back healthy, right, for the first time in a while.
Who?
The offensive line. I think we're fully healthy.
Weren't we last week?
I don't think we had Brian O'Neill. We had Q-Bear out there.
All right. I'll take that.
So Jaron Hall is going to have the Vikings O-line full strength. I mean, full strength. Everybody's hurt this time of year, but I mean, no excuses there.
No. And again, Kenny Clark, they got some guys. Rashawn Gary, I fully expect him to get a sack tonight. Let's just keep him in check. I think the first time we played him, did Gary have like 2.5 sacks, maybe? I don't know.
I just remember we kicked the shit out of him, but then it got close and Cousins got hurt.
We did. I was there. It was
oh my God, Adam, you handsome bastard!
Adam, what's going on? Boom. I apologize. That did make the Coles magazine. It was not a backup.
No, it made it. It was on the front page.
Let's go. I hope you guys are on the post game. You guys got to join us for the post game because we're probably going to be speaking a different language. I mean, it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, he was right before the ladies' intimate collection page.
Oh God, I never made it to that section.
Oh, look at he hasn't even started drinking yet.
Who?
Viking Funeral.
Bars are open until 5 a.m. tonight. All right, yeah, that's good. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. So O-line healthy. I mean, I want to see some plays. I want to see some big plays on this defense. I want the defense. I said it last week, but I'd love to see him score a touchdown. Who? So damn close last. The defensive touchdown will be huge.
New Year's is ruined.
Oh my God. Son of a bitch.
We get a defensive touchdown. Yeah. There's so many things. We're getting really greedy here. We want a lot of things to happen. Let's go to a gifted out those memberships. Well done, TYA. Appreciate it. Everybody hit that like button. I know we're up to Ashley. Ashley, you got to give us an update.
Get Viking Funeral beer. Get yourself one too.
Over 50.
Hell yes. So
yeah, make sure to join us for the post game. Maybe we'll do a quick something at halftime. I know Lepicus is going to be making his way over here shortly. But I mean, I think everybody's on board. I think we're pretty confident that we should beat the Packers.
Yeah, I think even in our depleted state, I think we're the better team. This Packers defense is an absolute shit show right now. There isn't really an area on the Vikings that you can say is a shit show right now. Is there issues? Sure, there's issues, but this Packers defense is a major problem. Jaron Hall, this is an ideal matchup for him. Get his feet wet at home against a shitty defense. I mean, this is perfect for him. Justin Jefferson's back. Yeah, you don't have TJ Hawkinson, but there's plenty of weapons here for the young quarterback to succeed.
My bold prediction on Wednesday, I can't remember what it was, but I'm actually changing it up. I think my bold prediction is that Johnny Munt will be on our video, not on our video, but he will be a top 5 winner for our winners video post game. He's going to be listed as one of the winners.
The dude, I tell you, I've always called him a drive starter. He always seems like we have a good drive when he gets that first catch for 8 to 10 yards. Things go well when he starts the drive. So the drive starter, we'll see if he can be more than that tonight because no TJ Hawkinson, he will be thrusted up the lineup.
Yes, he will. He's going to get 5 catches for 45 yards and a score. It's going to be beautiful. The Vikings are going to win. We're at 45 likes. We're not going to wrap this up till we get over 50.
Oh my God.
If you want us to stop talking, hit that like button.
Well, I do see that beautiful John Randall helmet. How can someone get that helmet if they want that in their background of their videos?
Right there. You got to become a member. Go to the page, hit that join button. We'll be doing a drawing. We're probably going to milk this out for a little bit because this thing is so freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Full size. All you got to be is a member of the channel, and we're going to do a random drawing. So hit that join.
Hit the join. And was that Patrick Harms?
No, but I've been practicing. I think I got it nailed.
Yeah, you really have been practicing.
Thank you. A lot of hard work been put in that. Make sure to join us for the post game. We'll be going live right afterwards, maybe a little bit early. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And appreciate everybody who came on.
Yeah, we hit the 52. We're at 52.
See, everybody wanted us to stop talking.
Dwayne Rudd. We made
Happy
it.
New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Remember this: New Year's Day is the day when most cars are stolen.
Sounds about right.